3 years after the world recorded its first ever case of coronavirus, the central Chinese city of Wuhan and the rest of China are once again in the news thanks to a massive surge in Covid-19 infections. The spike in Covid infections has once again become a matter of huge concern for the entire world. This comes after China did a drastic U-turn on its zero-Covid policy, and Chinese President Xi Jinping has further decided to reopen China's borders to incentivize travel. Starting January, people will not need to quarantine on their arrival in China. Keeping this in mind and the drastic surge in infections in the world's most populous nation, the World Health Organization has urged China's health officials to regularly share specific and real-time information on the COVID-19 situation in the country. The world body has asked Chinese officials to share more genetic sequencing data and data on hospitalizations, deaths and vaccinations. The plea from the WHO comes as the world is trying its utmost not to go back in time to 2020 when the pandemic began, after an outbreak of COVID-19 infections originated in China and then spread across the whole world. Take a look at this world map. Between the 30th of December 2019 and the 19th of December 2022, these are the top 5 countries that were hit hardest by COVID infections, with the United States topping the chart, followed by India, France, Germany and Brazil. And now once again, in the month of December, COVID infections have risen sharply and alarmingly across China. The country is officially reporting around 5,000 to 6,000 fresh COVID cases every day, but the official death toll for the entire month is at 13. However, visuals coming in from China show a starkly different ground reality altogether. Crowded hospitals, overwhelmed medical staff, long queues at pharmacies, clinics and crematoriums and piled up body bags. Independent estimates now suggest the daily COVID deaths in China may be as high as 9,000. Residents and business owners in the central Chinese city of Wuhan, where many epidemiologists say the initial outbreak of the virus first began, are cautiously hopeful for the new year as China reopens to the world after scrapping 3 years of zero COVID curbs.
这么说呢，就这几年吧，日子就是疫情最严重的一年，也没有几年日子难过。哎，今年是日子最难过的一年，就这样跟你说吧。
打个比方说，学习他不能去学校上网课，网课的话肯定效果就不好，小孩子自律性没有那么好，然后大人呢又要上班，然后再就是因为疫情的原因，有的时候。 像我们不是那种，就是个体嘛，私企，懂吧？私企的话，有的时候是自己被关在家里了，有的时候是单位不能开门，肯定是有影响的。
Meanwhile, amid a lack of clear data, other countries have begun implementing precautionary measures. The United States, South Korea, India, Italy, Japan and Taiwan are all imposing mandatory COVID tests on travellers arriving from China. This follows fears that the increased number of cases in China could result in new and deadly variants of the virus. China, though, has termed these measures discriminatory. But let's not forget that it's the same secrecy around data related to the initial COVID outbreak in China's Wuhan city 3 years ago that led to infections spreading to the whole world. Within just a couple of months in 2020, the world was looking at a global health emergency and a horrifying once-in-a-century pandemic. Therefore, it is safe to say that the precautionary measures being taken by other countries are all too justified. This also raises a question that everyone wants an answer to. Will the pandemic end in the new year, or will 2023 be like the past 3 years, where we might get stuck in the same vicious cycle with our lives continuously disrupted by coronavirus?